Hi, this is Ellie from LT Bell's Bookshelf, and I am here with finally a tutorial on how I make my journals in a pocket. Not really a tutorial, more of a summary. So let's get started. So the first thing that I do is I have found some of these old 2018 calendars, and they have this big space in here, which I suppose is supposed to be folded here and made into like a little stand for your desk. But I decided to take it and make a little journal thing out of it. So the first thing I do is I take off all these, and I realize that a lot of you don't have these, or maybe none of you, I don't know, which you guys mostly find, but I will show you how to do it without. So I'm going to keep this one, and the rest of them just get pulled off. So after that, you have your blank pocket. And I've already punched holes. I just took my hole punch and went in from this side. So it's the length of the punch and the little back piece of the hole punch. Okay. Then I took a piece of cardstock, 6 inches tall by 12 inches long. And when you fold it in half, it's 6 by 6, which is the perfect size to fit with this calendar piece. And since if you don't have one of these journal or calendar things, you can just do all of them with cardstock and make 3, 4, you know, however many pockets you want. I usually stick with around 3 or 4 because then I find that the binder rings just kind of too fat. Okay, and then I also made one of the little pieces that I have on the front out of cardstock as well, and I punched my holes in them. And then after I punch, I use this as my template to line up my holes. Then I punch, and then also here after I punch, because I don't want to have to punch out over the thread. And then I stitch the bottom two to close the pocket, and that's it. And then for this one, what I usually do is I ink. I try to ink inside here. I have a little inking brush, looks like a little small paintbrush that I can dab and get inside, and it usually gets on this white part, which I like. And I do that to both sides. And then I will cover this after I've inked the edges as well, and also on this edge and these edges, because you don't want the white. And sometimes I'll open it and try to get some ink inside here, just so when you're putting the journal in there, you don't see the white. So then after that, I will stitch here. Sometimes I'll stitch up this side as well, just for decoration. And I leave these on because I like them. If you don't have these, you won't have them, but you can, you know, if you have one of those punches, you can punch out perforation or whatever you like to do. And then I will cover it with a piece of decorative cardstock. So this is this here. This is this, and I covered it with this really pretty cardstock, and you can see here where I've inked. Didn't really stick to the white on this one, but on another one it did. And I also do the back, and then I'll add pockets. I'll stitch around them and then glue it on because I like the stitches on there. And I added one here, and then so the journal is 4 by 6, which is a good size to fit in this pocket. If you sew here, then you might need to make your journal a little bit smaller, like 3.5 by 6, because you don't want it to be jammed in there and stuck. You want it to be easily able to slide in and out. Okay, and then on this one, I just made another one out of some cream colored cardstock. And I used a paper bag, and I used a file folder. And on each one I did put eyelets, you know, because you're going to be wiggling it around a lot, so you don't want it to tear. So this is a little flap, which used to be this. And I liked to keep that on there because I think, you know, like, you could write your information on the back here or put a picture, and I just like that it's just a little bit different, you know, a variation off of all the pockets. So for this one, I inked the edges here and here, and then I covered these with cardstock. so you can see. And I stitched. And I put the holes in there, and I just used one of my pockets as a template to line up my holes. And then I put the binder rings. So it's really easy. If you don't have a little calendar pocket, you can just use cardstock, 6 by 12, and just make your own. So I hope that that was informative for you all. And I just wanted to remind you that if you go to my shop and you purchase one of my scrap packs, you will be entered in a giveaway for a 9 by 6 60-page Hawaiian themed or botanical themed journal, your choice. So make sure you go and do that and check that out. I have everything that's included listed in the description. I also have a video showing you what you'll get. And don't forget to join my new Facebook group, The Bookshelf, Junk Journals, Friendship, and Fun! Thanks for watching. Bye.